It's every mouse for himself, so don't get caught.
Mousetrap! It's a zany action, a crazy contraption. The fun is catching, it's Mousetrap.
The game's Mousetrap. Build a contraption to trap the other mice, but don't get caught yourself.
Turn the crank, do the boot, suddenly we're deadly shoot. Move the hand, the marble drop, the dive, a foot, we just can't stop. It's a zany action, a crazy contraption. The fun is catching. You wanna bite? It's Mousetrap.
Work it! Step it up, cause it's time to party! Yeah!
Wouldn't trade it for the world!
As an officer, I offer my most... Hey there, mud wrestling.
Hey out there, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views, and all the episodes I must review. There Will Be Mud. The 36th episode from Season 7 and the 331st episode of The Loud House. Out of all the tropes that I hate that they keep shoehorning into The Loud House is none other than the fucked up lie reveal story. There's also another trope that I'm kind of getting muchly tired of them actually doing in The Loud House, and that is the be yourself trope. But this episode isn't muchly focused on a Loud character, but more likely Liam. And I will admit, Liam does have some pretty good episodes, but something like this actually being a trope on him is kind of a bit of a downfall. Consider they actually done this trope so many times ever since Season 1 with Toad and Tiara. Do I think this episode is bad? Well, beat me in 24 hours and I'll tell you what I think.
Cock-a-doo, what a day. The sun is shining brightly. Cock-a-doo, what a day.
It's hotter than a heifer hoofing down habaneros out here.
Already off to a good laugh here already.
Howdy, fellers.
Hey, buddy. Hiya, pal. We know that weekends can get pretty busy on the farm, so we wanted to bring over some breakfast muffins.
I swear, Climate Pie has a way of baking muffins, but I wonder what kind of muffins those really are. Maybe chocolate chip? Just from the looks of them. I cannot wait to see an episode with him and Nanagale actually cooking together.
Oh, come on, you stubborn... You go on and get now, Cletus.
What the fuck? You named this gopher Cletus? Never knew you could actually give groundhogs, or gophers, any names for that matter. What's his purpose on being on the farm? I mean, most gophers destroy properties. I'm just saying.
Huh? Oh, no! Oh, wow! Hold tight, Nemo! I'll go get the ladder! Yeah!
Oh, seeing this stuff come out of the ground, do y'all even know what this is? Oh, it's not that hard to even imagine, especially if each and every one of y'all actually went to school for this kind of education. And also it leads up to, you know what, Nickelodeon can't even resist.
We've got to have money.
Oh, sounds like the producers of this movie.
Oh, it's oil! The Honeycutts are gonna be rich! Yeah!
Buy you a drink. I'll take you home with me. I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think about that? Money in the gray Cadillac.
Boy, oh boy, I'm sure gonna miss this place.
And you know, something I actually quite noticed about this episode, do you realize that back in Safe Royal Woods, Liam actually brought something like this up? I don't know who in that studio actually remembered that episode and put it in this episode. Whether it was a foreshadow for a future episode that they were gonna make or not, it feels kind of clever. So now with the Honeycutts that actually have the oil money, Mio actually buys a bigger house in a different neighborhood. I can't even imagine where it's gonna be at. Feels like a good life, right? Well, let's get a move on.
Oh my!
Howdy, friendo! What's your name?
Reginald Robertson Riley, the third.
Wow, ain't that a mouthful of filthy rich Jewish people talk? No offense, but I've had some experience with a few of them before. And is it just me, or does this place look so familiar that took place somewhere during Tricked, where Lincoln and Clyde were actually trick-or-treating for larger king-size candy?
Mimi Honeycutt!
Oh, this is perfect.
Boy, look at this. Looks like a broken down spring.
Mimi Honeycutt. Oh, wow, that's such a beautiful name. But you know, there's something actually missing for this episode. But you know where I'm getting at once we get there.
Can I help you? You seem, lost.
Oh, we're not lost, Triple R. We're your new neighbors!
Yeah, that's right, fancy rich people. Run away like a bunch of pussies when you see someone who isn't as high as class as you all are.
There she is, Liam. Our new home, Honeycutt Manor!
You know, if I had a house that big, I'd be turning the whole inside like a museum. Have fun museum, like a fun house. And most autism people are much welcome.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Making their way, the only way they know how.
Come on in to a world you've never seen before, a place you've never been.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange?
Without true friends and family, and the memories we recall.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation.
And if you're a kid, you got the kid.
I love being a pig. I love how mud feels. I love how mud sounds.
What the fuck y'all looking at?
Y'all want next? I'd be happy to hose you down when Virginia's done scrubbing her behind.
About your eyes, Lady Woofington!
Look, rich fancy people, it's not like you're actually watching a naked person bathe in mud. Speaking of, this is another callback to Crown and Dirty when Miwa was actually doing something with Virginia, and it has no purple reason about why she actually took her to the mall to give her a bath instead of doing it on the farm. Are you dumb? You don't do this in a nice fancy rich house.
Nemo! Floor's all lathered with farm fresh butter!
You know, I don't want to sound like too much of a sexist, but her sliding like that, her boobs were probably getting in the way and actually hurt. And it does kill me to say this, but sometimes it's good to have a flat chest. You slide so much better. And I've done it several times. Especially when I got a wax-built body.
Y'all wanna ride our butter slide?
If you're gonna hide a body, clap your hands. If you're gonna hide a body, clap your hands.
You know, Sugar, I got me a hunch that folks around here don't like us much.
Give some of these rich people some time. They'll come right through it. Need to get over and live. It ain't always about being fancy and richy and living in a big-ass manor house and always having a love slave around you. What's the point of living somewhere if you ain't friendly with your neighbors? 2 words, but I wouldn't dare to say them, even when most of my reviews aren't PG-13.
Buck up, Biscuit. It's like I always say, when the cows are dry, you gotta hop on them goat udders.
Not sure this is time for milkshakes.
Normally I'm the type of guy who likes milkshakes so much, especially McFlurries or McDonald's. And my most favorite one of all, it's the Shamrock Shakes.
Hold on. I'm saying we gotta adapt. Learn how to act all fancy. Then we'll fit right in around here.
I don't like where this is going, especially when this has already happened before back in season 1. And I know one trope it's actually gonna get into now. Especially when Aladdin and Mulan did this. But they decided to go seek help from 2 people they know back in Royal Woods who know how to live fancy.
We'd be happy to help. First lesson of the McBride Classy class is farm animals go outside.
I don't know why the fuck they decided to bring them. Especially for a manor that big, they could actually make some kind of backyard for them instead of bringing them inside the fucking house all the time. I seriously need to question about why the fuck he even still has that moose with him, especially when these are the most dangerous creatures. The only animals I keep around in my house is cats and dogs. I'd be sending lots of these animals to the slaughterhouse. Ain't too late.
Let's talk home decor. Antiques are a great way to show off how stylish you are.
I know most people on here won't care for so much for antique stuff, but myself, I don't mind them so much. Because there are a few antiques that can make your place a living.
Woo! I'm glad you fellers brought out a spit bucket. I've been holding in a doozy of a loogie for hours.
Are you crazy, woman?
What was that? That's an 11th century royal chalice!
Oh, thank goodness we have a fainting couch.
Fainting couch? Really fucking really? I don't know if it's not too late for you to actually marry somebody else other than this dude. Even I can't even tell if you're a bisexual or not. Because if you are, it ain't too late to find a woman.
You've never brought home a woman, cause you're scared you'll wet the bed.
Here, Mr. McBee. I'll just clean your chalice right quick with this hanky.
That's one of Queen Victoria's cashmere scarves!
I hate judging people who live on a farm for too long that don't know so much about the city life or in a suburban area, but you can't be too damn dumb to even know these things. And this is coming from somebody who's been living on a farm since 2011.
I'd been forgotten, Joe. I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
And yet, I would still enjoy so much life in the city as well. So I'm pretty much balanced out to know the life of a farm and life in the city, and especially in a neighborhood. So I got 3 different locations I'm very well adapted to.
The key to speaking properly is accentuating the right syllables.
The cut of the couture culottes is classy. The fromage finishes fabulously.
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it! Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy! Now what do you think?
Well, there's a lot to unpack here.
Seriously, dude, did you just write that or did a 10-year-old write that? Because I have a feeling that somebody in that studio has a mind of a 10-year-old when they're writing a script. In my defense, I would fire that person. I know sometimes speaking Shakespearean words isn't that easy in this world, but sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Grandmother?
Thank you, darling.
May I interest you in some truffles? I'd be happy to shave them with this Renaissance-era mandolin.
Les poissons, les poissons.
How I love les poissons. Love to chop and serve little fish.
Oh, how splendid! Divine.
Introducing Mr. Fancy Pants!
Oh my my gosh, I've been waiting so long to find the right opportunity to install this clip in a review. And you know, personally, I really look good in a tuxedo.
Introducing Mr. Fancy Pants!
Where'd you get the outfit from, buddy? The Amazon?
Oh, you look good, Tarzan. Very civilized. Jane's gonna be so proud.
Shall we get another set of lessons in tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow's no good. We invited the neighbors to our place tonight to show them how fancy we can be.
Tonight?
Tonight? Come on, you're kidding me, right?
Oh, wait, what's wrong?
We still have a lot to cover.
Well, why don't y'all tag along? That way you can coach us from the sidelines.
I think I smell disaster in this. They jumped the damn gun too soon without even thinking straight. Then again, people living on a farm don't even have the slightest noggin to actually think. Not trying to sound like a dick, but it's true.
Welcome to Honeycut Manor.
Oh, the decor is lovely.
I brought pâté. It's imported from Provence.
It's fatty goose liver.
Could everybody please excuse me for a moment?
God damn.
That's kind of fucking sick.
Oh, pâté.
Don't worry, Mima. I'll just hit it real quick with our barbecue sauce hose.
And I'm too sorry to everybody out there if I'm not doing the Foghorn Leghorn impersonation throughout this review because something about the episode just rubs me the wrong way.
Yum! Right lamb!
Once again.
God damn.
Let's raise a glass to this pyramid of money, the foundation of which was built upon our favorite pastime, fucking the poor!
Ooh, let's play a party game. Oh, great idea! How about rope the Richie?
No.
Oh, good gracious! What are you doing? I meant a game like statues!
Sounds like a lame game coming from somebody who isn't so much of a body build like Wendy Williams. Top heavy and nothing at the bottom.
That's so disrespectful.
Oh, statues is great fun. We all stand completely still for an extended period of time, like our favorite expensive statue.
Yeah, no, I don't play that as a game. I play that as a defense mode, or I just do that to hide and camouflage. And I did trick a bunch of people to think that I was a mannequin at Hobby Lobby. And I didn't blink too much. Until at one point, this one woman takes a look at me, knowing that how realistic I exactly look, waves her hands in front of me, and just taps my nose to see if I actually do any kind of movement, and I never actually blinked. And at one point, she purposely grabbed my crotch, and I screamed, "Hey!" jump scaring the shit out of her. It was so fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you?
How much longer do we gotta stand like this? My legs got the wobbles.
I'd say about an hour or so.
I don't see how perfectionist these two are, but they kind of remind me of a statue called the Thinker. I'm not so sure if that's what it's called or not, but that pose is so familiar for what they're actually doing. But let's see as boring as this party is actually gonna get as they prepare to do some kind of classic waltz dance. As if it were bad enough as I get so much tired of listening to Mozart.
Kick the tempo up like you got on a new pair of boots, and don't be afraid to take that A-string for a ride.
Been on in Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you think it hurts any of these classic uptight people to actually learn something new and actually have a little bit of fun? Is there a Jewish Jesus in their life? Because I hope not. So Liam goes outside to check on his little farm friends, as if I couldn't give two shits about a grave mistake.
I wish y'all could be inside with us too, but we're trying to fit in and these folks ain't the farm animal type.
Hey, listen, try that again, and you are glue.
Look, I know this won't make it up to y'all, but I brought something for everyone.
Oh fuck no, they're gonna actually ruin and crash this party. As if that couldn't be strongly hated as Walt was, and what would Lincoln do? At least that bird didn't throw up on anybody's ice cream sundae, otherwise I would have killed him easily.
Well, it's not the fanciest party I've ever attended. A bit unorthodox, actually. But it's satisfactory.
I just can't figure out how we became fancy-ass rich people in the first place to begin with. I mean, was Richie Rich born to be a rich kid in the first place? First off, now females are gonna see how it's gonna feel to be really hand-packed. Slow down, will you? You're eating like a pig. And he's got his goat.
Okay, is it just me, or is it becoming a requirement that today's animated films must have a screaming goat gag? I feel like they're more common than they should be.
Mima? I mean, grandmother?
This was the bit that shocked the hell out of me the most. The way he just said grandmother. I was like, what the fuck? This is his actual grandma and not his actual mother? What in the ever-loving Madam Web, Thor Love and Thunder, Aquaman, Lost Kingdom fuck did I just notice? All this whole time, I thought that was his mom, but grandma, holy shit. No wonder she was wearing a wig. And now I'm getting scarred.
What in the name of Dow Jones? You! What are you looking at, you boorish beast?
Oh, that's Bessie. She don't like the color red.
Okay, first of all, that ain't fucking true. Secondly, most bovine cattle are actually colorblind, so they wouldn't even say it's actually red. And third likely of all, the only way that triggers them to charge at a matador is how the way he moves or moves his cape.
Quick, Mr. Reginald! You have to take off your suit!
But Liam's grandmother stops the cow and the party turns out to be a disaster, as it is in their eyes.
No, it was not us.
But it is funny.
Yeah. Just what is so funny? This is ghastly, appalling.
And this is coming from somebody who's wearing red dollar bill boxer shorts. That's so morbid. I say Miwa and Liam actually had a hell of a good time.
Hey, Ma, I don't think all this stuffy stuff is for me.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Buttercup. This ain't the good life. What we had before was the good life.
A happy ending where you landed is a good life. Don't you love how it's turning out?
As if this already cliche trope was already obvious enough for anybody to even catch her, even young kids can actually be smart about this.
You can take the girl out of the coffin, but you can't take the coffin out of the girl.
No, you stupid cow!
You know what, never mind, that actually does add up a bit. I was gonna say, you can take the pig out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the pig. And they both decide to go back to their farm. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen to this fancy house. Kind of waste of money for them. Then again, I wouldn't mind if the McBrides actually moved into this place.
Give me that! Give me! Get your hands off that priceless vase! I call dibs!
This is such a fucked up hypocritical irony. Nobody didn't want to enjoy that kind of game, and now somebody actually wants to enjoy it. I guess so much rich people can actually be hypocrite as much as the loud parents.
Ooh, wait. Them folks ain't got no manners.
Now this boy is such a good egg. That's what I say, that's why his Miwa loves him. Yes! I did it! There will be mud. As if this was actually close to There Will Be Blood. As that would have been a great Lucy Loud episode. But anyways. Okay, so with much of the Liam Loud episodes I really so much appreciate, this one is the one I less appreciate because of the moral and how the actual execution worked out. So when Miwa and Liam actually discovered oil on their property, they actually decided to move to a different place and live the good life in an actual manner. that took place around during Trick from season 2. And so much of their neighbors don't even accept them for what they do or who they are. You know, first off, they could have just ignored this and could have actually just done what they usually do at that manor and not give a shit about what these fancy ass rich people would say to them. And another thing, for just being 2 relatives in the Honeycutts, they could have brought some of their other relatives around here. Especially Hattie from back out there. I would have liked to see her again. Especially when I would like to see where his grandpa is, otherwise as his pa. Because he keeps mentioning all his relatives in different episodes, but we never get the chance to actually see them. You gotta have some better creativity for this episode, especially for the Honeycutts. And I think I would have seen a lot of great potential with more Honeycutt family members in this episode. Again, like I said before, I shouldn't judge a Loud House episode for what it should be. I should judge it for what it is. And what it is, it's very meh in between with this one. The McBrides were so much of a saving grace of this episode, and I so much like their character. Though, do you realize that Clyde McBride actually disappears during the beginning of the second act? And the last thing he said was, "This is why we have 2 fading chairs." After that, he doesn't get a line and we never actually see him again throughout the episode. That's probably very dickish for much of these people to actually cut him out of this episode. Especially when he could have been so much helpful. Feels like the painful treatment they gave Lincoln back in season 4. So as you can probably imagine how the episode is and how I felt about it. The story is very recycled and predictable. The message is recycled and predictable. Once again, everything in this episode sticks out like a sore thumb. And they did this so much better back in season 1 with Toad and Tiara, or even more cuter back in Black. I just wish so much the fancy ass rich people can actually just accept the Honeycutts for who they are. And they would have stayed in that manner in the very end of the episode. Then again, if they didn't want to, they could have gave it to the McBrides and maybe they could have actually upclassed themselves. It would be nice for the show to actually get some of the characters to move forward with their lives, but whatever. This has been a Loud House Critic, and I got a case to solve next week.